Hey, what's up guys? This right here is the 2024 Honda Passport Trail Sport, and I have Kyle here from the Honda America Product Information Team. Hey Kyle, how's it going?
Yeah, good. Nice to meet you. Thanks
Same
for
here.
coming out.
Thanks for having me. So tell us, what's new for 2024? Kind of give us a brief introduction, because you're the expert on this. This is new to me, so kind of teach us as to what's going on here.
Yeah, so glad you guys can make it out. Again, like you said, it's the 2024 Honda Passport. We're looking at the Trail Sport. So yeah, right off the bat, you got the Trail Sport badging right in the grill. At the last refresh, we did the updated front fascia to give it a more rugged look. Powertrain is the same for this refresh, still 280 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque. One of the biggest exterior changes that we did was you'll notice that now Passport Trail Sport now comes standard with all-terrain tires.
Okay, the general grabber?
Yes, general grabber, all-terrain tires.
Wow, a very aggressive tread.
Yeah. So, but it'll give you that better traction when you're going off-roading, but also not sacrifice that comfort when you're driving on regular paved roads. So it gives the Passport that versatility.
And it's the same 18-inch wheel size?
18-inch wheel. The design is specific to the Trail Sport, this particular one. The one thing you can't really see is the suspension. So what the engineers did, again, because this is a refresh, they didn't fully change the suspension, they just retuned it. So improved the spring rates and improved the damper response through just valve enhancements.
Okay.
Just to give it that better articulation when you're actually off-roading.
Is that both front and rear?
Yes.
Tunings? Okay,
Yep.
got it. Cool. So I'm assuming they made the spring rates stiffer, softer. Would you know, like towards what end they made the tuning towards?
We can double check
Okay.
the exact changes they did. We know that Pilot, when Trail Sport came out, got more of a different suspension on the Trail Sport model.
Yeah.
So we want to say this one got retuned.
Gotcha.
It wasn't as drastic of a change, again, because it's a refresh.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. And then the back, you get a nice Trail Sport badge. That looks really cool.
Yeah. So Trail Sport badge front and back. Still has the 5,000 pound towing capacity.
Okay.
But yeah.
And the all-wheel drive system, has that made any changes? Can you tell me a little more about that? Just gonna.
It's still our best-in-class iVTM4 all-wheel drive system. You can still customize it through the intelligent traction management button. So you sand, snow, mud, and then of course paved roads.
Got it.
Still functions the same. It can shift 70% of the engine torque to the rear.
Got it.
And then it can then transfer 100% of that torque to either side as needed.
Got it. And then as far as rear design, any changes to note?
Nope.
Got it.
No big styling changes on the rear.
Let me open it up here.
Yep.
Nice power lift gate. And as far as rear storage, what are we kind of working with?
Rear storage, you got your 50.5 cubic feet of rear cargo space.
Cool. And then these are buttons to fold down the seats?
Correct.
Nice. Cool. Let's hop inside and let's see what changes there are from that perspective.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so talk me through what's happening up front.
So first and foremost, I'll point out probably one of the biggest changes we've made is we've updated the cargo area, or this whole center console. So now when you open up this center storage, you can now fit a full-size tablet inside.
Oh,
wow. The other big thing is you can fit two 32-ounce Nalgene bottles.
There we go.
I know people, I use a huge 32-ounce bottle, and whenever I get in a car and it doesn't fit, I was like, oh, I just wish it would fit.
Yeah, you said like put it on the seat and it rolls around.
And then it rolls around. You put it on the ground and it rolls all over the place. But now you fit two of them right here.
Nice. So that's the kind of the big enhancement is the center storage tray setup.
One of the biggest,
larger cup holders. I like that.
And you got USB-C in the front. You got it in the rear.
Cool.
And then of course Trail Sport gets like the orange contrast stitching.
Oh, like we see here on these seats?
Yep.
Okay, nice.
And then the Trail Sport name is nicely embroidered into the headrest.
Cool.
And then of course Trail Sport now gets the standard all-season floor mats. And then of course some other things that haven't changed, like you get standard Android Auto and Apple CarPlay.
Nice.
Wireless phone charger. But yeah, it's nice touch-ups because it's a refresh. But making sure that we're continuing to build on what we promised when Trail Sport was introduced back in 2022.
Got it.
It was introduced on the Passport. It was more styling updates at that point, but we were committed to continuing to enhance it in other models. So now it's on the Pilot. We're making improvements on the Passport. It'll soon be coming to Ridgeline.
Nice. It's exciting.
Yeah, so we just want to keep building on that initial promise when we first rolled out Trail Sport.
Gotcha.
Another thing to note is that through our post-production options, customers will be able to get skid plates installed on the bottom.
Okay.
And there's other accessories which we can get information on if you're interested. But yeah, that's another thing to note that will be available for customers.
Cool. Talk me through the rear seats. I'll have Ethan show us this real quick.
Yep.
This is my first time really spending time inside a Passport, but I noticed obviously the cup holders there, which is a super nice touch. The seats get the same treatment of the stitching. That's pretty cool.
Same contrast stitching. It's nice and consistent throughout the vehicle. And it's a nice touch to know that you're in a Trail Sport. It gets the orange stitching.
Yeah.
Another thing to note, even though we're sitting in a Trail Sport, for 2024, Passport will get a black edition.
Okay.
So that will replace the Elite at the top of the trim lineup.
Got it.
And one difference that the black edition will get when it comes to at least the seating is that the perforation will be red. So it won't be red leather, but the perforation holes will be red.
Oh, so you see like a little line?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
like inlining like inside the hole?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty cool touch. And then is it standard with the sunshades on the Trail Sport?
Yes.
Okay, that's a nice touch, especially when you're outside when it's super hot and stuff.
Yes.
That's great.
And even
these
when you're
seats-
going around town, it comes in handy, like when it's hot out and maybe you're parked outside, there's no covered parking. I tend to put the shades up.
Yeah.
And it keeps the car just that little bit cooler.
Absolutely.
When you get back in.
Nice notice the seats slide and recline, which is nice. You get a nice 115 volt inverter over here, USB-C ports. That's great. Cool. Tons of room. Awesome.
Yeah. So again, for the refresh, the biggest change was right here with the center console. And yeah, I think customers are going to love it because again, huge water bottles, storage, even bigger storage for the center console. If you want to keep an iPad in there, I probably should have brought mine. I could have demonstrated
No, I actually brought an iPad, so I'm actually
there
we
you
can
go.
test that out when we do our TikTok videos, so they can check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But,
no, awesome. And is this color a carryover from the previous model year?
So
as well?
this is the Sonic Gray Pearl.
Sonic- that's right.
It's been very popular on
Yeah.
the Passport, but it's also been really popular on all of our models that carry this color. So great to see it still on the Passport.
Yeah.
Another thing I do want to note is that Passport Trail Sport will get the diffuse sky blue, the one that
okay.
debuted on the Pilot Trail Sport.
God, that's a nice
So
blue.
it's an exclusive Trail Sport color that Passport will get.
Oh, that's exciting.
So I love that color because it's depending on the lighting, it always changes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Trail Sport is the halo of our light truck lineup right now, and I think you can see through the improvements we're making to this Trail Sport, what we've done with Pilot, and will eventually come on Ridgeline. It's like we're dedicated to that continued evolution of the Trail Sport.
Yeah, this is like the family, like this is when you could take the whole family, then kind of go on a trail, and you kind of have everything you need from the get-go. And
Yeah.
I think it's really cool that you guys included like a more aggressive rubber from the factory.
Yeah.
That's a commitment. A lot of companies they'll say it's an off-road cable, but they really won't give it what you need to go from the dealership to the trail, to hit some really pretty aggressive stuff. But it's cool that you said you can like also equip it with some skid plates and stuff like that. So that's
Yeah.
exciting.
So
especially-
all these are to improve its off-road capability, of course. So
Yeah.
you can take the family out on those overlanding excursions, but at the same time, you don't sacrifice the on-road comfort when you're just doing your daily driving
Absolutely.
around town and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Cool.
pretty much the Passport Trail Sport
Awesome.
for you.
Well, thank you so much, Kyle.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
No problem. If you have any questions, I'll be around. So
Sounds good.
yeah, feel free
Cool.
to ask.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments section. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.